construction, that is changing the capital structure of the company. So a company can go for internal reconstruction, or it can go for external reconstruction. So my concern today will be on external reconstruction. Then on the other day, we'll be talking about internal. But I can mention a bit about internal reconstruction and again external, so that you can be able to differentiate between the two. So when we talk about internal reconstruction, so on this scenario, remember that, for example, now A is a company. It's on financial distress. So as the directors of the company, we have proposed to come up with internal reconstruction. What does internal reconstruction pertains? So internal reconstruction is all about we alter the company capital structure without selling the operations of the company. So on this point is whereby specifically a receiver is appointed to do the work of capital reduction. So whereby the receiver will either reduce the par value of shares. For example, now in a company, you know that the capital structure contains ordinary share capital. It might contain preference share capital and debentures. So in terms of ordinary shares, so let's say they were trading at 10 per share and we have been operating at a loss. So what can we do as directors? So once we have appointed a receiver, he can decide to reduce the par value from, for example, 10 to a certain figure, let's say 5. So that is the first thing. So reduction of the par value of the ordinary shares. So the old preference shares and debentures are exchanged with the new preference shares and the debentures. So internal reconstruction, you need to know that the company retains its legal information. So that is the legal entity. It remains to be the same entity, but it's only that we alter the company capital structure. So, and the individual who does this work is called a receiver. So on this point, you need to understand that. So now, once I move now to external reconstruction, remember again, your organization is on a financial distress. Then now, as directors, we have proposed to carry out external reconstruction. So under external reconstruction, what is supposed to be done? So under external reconstruction, a new company is formed now. A new company is formed to take over the operations of the old company. So a new company is formed to take over the operations of the old company. So it means that it's like now the old company is sold to the new company. So on this scenario, you need to know how to close the books of the old company. So you need to close the books of the old company. You need to know how to determine the purchase consideration. So the amount which will be paid by the new company in the purchasing the old company. Then now you will open the relevant journal entries of the new company, then prepare the relevant statement for the new company. So I've said that external reconstruction, a new company is formed to take over the operations of the old company, unlike internal reconstruction, whereby we only alter the capital structure without transferring the operations to the new company. So in this scenario, under external reconstruction, first you have to close the books of the old company. So these books are ordinary sundry members account. We have a preference sundry members account. We have debentures account. We have realization account. So once we have closed these books of the old company, we have to do what? We have now to determine, obvious, first you have to determine what amount the new company was supposed to pay, what amount the new company was supposed to pay the old company, because now the operations of the old company are transferred to the new company. So the new company is paying, the providers of capital, in the old company. So once you have done the two, first, determine purchase consideration. Next, close the relevant books of accounts. That is under external reconstruction. Then the third thing you will do, now you need to open the journal entries of the new company. After opening the journal entries of the new company, finally, you need to prepare the financial statement for the new company. So on this scenario, I think obvious, it's always a very common question tested in financial reporting. That is the advanced financial reporting, section 6. So then on next time when we will meet, I will be able to do a question of external reconstruction, because today I will be doing a question of external. Then I've talked about internal reconstruction, whereby already I've explained about it, where I've said that it's only that the capital structure of the company is just altered internally, whereby, for example, the power value is reduced, the old preference shares and the debentures are exchanged with new. Then under internal reconstruction, obviously what you need to do in doing a question of internal reconstruction, you need to make the relevant narrations. So since I said that today we were supposed to do specifically for external reconstruction, I will make some short notes on external reconstruction. Then I will be able to do a question of May 2016, question 3. So let us make a short notes on that point. So it's all about the reconstruction and the reorganization of the company capital structure. So I can explain a bit about reconstruction. So reconstruction itself. So reconstruction is the alteration. Reconstruction is the alteration. Reconstruction is the alteration of the company. That is a alteration of the company. Alteration of the company capital structure. Alteration of the company capital structure. Alteration of the company capital structure. So on this point, we have two types of reconstruction. So we have two types of reconstruction, types of reconstruction. So types of reconstruction. So the types of reconstruction, the first one, we have internal reconstruction. We have internal reconstruction. We have internal reconstruction. The next, we have external. We have external reconstruction. We have external reconstruction. So my emphasis today will be about external reconstruction, external reconstruction. Because if I can check on my past paper, the last time when they tested the reconstruction, they tested a question of internal. There was an equation of internal reconstruction. That is, it was May 2018, November. Then 2019, I think the latest sitting, it was, that is 2019, November. 2019, November, there was no question of reconstruction. But now, May 2018, there was a question of internal. So you can see the trend, what can be tested this sitting. Mostly you can be able to see that maybe a question of external reconstruction would be in your exam, which we expect to be in July. So now, under external reconstruction now here, you need to understand that a new company is formed. So on this point, new company is formed. So a new company is formed to take. A new company is formed to take, that is to take over the operations, of the company, which is under financial distress, financial distress. So on that point, you need to know how you are supposed to do. So the relevant steps which you are supposed to follow to carry out the process of external reconstruction. And remember that the person who does this work of external reconstruction is called a liquidator. is called a liquidator. Steps for external reconstruction. So steps of external reconstruction. So we need to understand that. So the person who does this work is called a liquidator. Is the one who is appointed by the directors. So the first step is all about to determine. So you need to determine. So you need to determine purchase. You need to determine purchase consideration. You need to determine the purchase consideration. You need to determine purchase consideration. The number two, you need to close off the books, close off the books of the old company. Remember that under external reconstruction, I said a new company is formed. So you need to close off the books of the old company. So that is, which are those books? So that is the first book you need to close is all about the realization. So we have realization account. So you need to close off realization account. So number two, you need to close off the sundry members account. Sundry members account. So the sundry members account, these are about ordinary. So this is not a funny thing. Maybe you can see that one sundry. You think that it's something you have never come across. It's all about ordinary sundry members account, the ordinary share capital. So ordinary sundry members account. So sundry members account. Then we have a preference. We have the preference sundry members account. Sundry members account. Then number three, we have to close off the debentures account. Then number four, we need to check for the cash book account. Then again, you need to prepare the buying company account, because this one will show how the amount was settled, how the buying company settled the selling company. So buying company account, buying company account. So after you have done that, the third step, so step three is all about you do the channel entries. So you do the channel entries, in the books. So do the journal entries in the books of the new company, Remember that already now you have closed the old company. Now you need to open the journal entries in the new company to record, that is to record the acquisition. So to record the acquisition. So you have to do that. Then step 4, now you have to do the final accounts. So you have to do now the final accounts. Now you have to prepare the final accounts in the books of the new company. So in the books of the new company. So those are the steps you need to understand on how to do external reconstruction. So I've said now, external reconstruction, a new company is formed to take over the operations of the company which is under financial distress. Unlike internal reconstruction, where the entity retains its legal identity. So we can mention a bit about the differences so that we will be able to differentiate between internal. So before I start the question, we can mention about internal reconstruction. So when I say internal, you know that we are under reconstruction. So it's just internal, then external reconstruction. So for internal, remember that the entity remains its legal identity. So the legal identity of the entity, remains. Under external reconstruction, so now the legal identity, that is legal identity ceases. So that is okay. Then the next difference, number 2, involve a process of capital reduction. So internal involves a process of capital reduction. So here it's all about under external involves realization. involves realization. It involves realization of assets. It involves realization of assets. Then the third difference, a receiver is appointed. On this side, a receiver is appointed. On the other side, they appoint a liquidator. So a liquidator is appointed. So a liquidator is appointed. So on the last difference, that is does not involve creditors, does not involve creditors. So it does not involve company creditors. On the other side, it involves third parties, including creditors. So involves creditors. So involves third parties, including creditors, creditors. So those are the differences. So you can, once you are told about a question of reconstruction, so you need to know, so you need to understand all about when the question is concerning internal reconstruction, whereby the operations of the old company remains. It's only that we alter the capital structure of that company. That is under internal reconstruction. Internal reconstruction, the company is never transferred to a new company. It's only that the capital structure of the company is altered. Like now, reduction of par value of shares, exchange of all preference shares and the debentures with new. But now, in order to know that the question is concerning external reconstruction, under external reconstruction, a company which was under financial distress, a company which is under financial distress, the operations of that company is transferred to a new company. So a new company will be formed. A new company will be formed to take over the operations of that old